For the third straight day, silver futures hit record high. The news in detail. The Indian community in Oman extended a warm welcome to Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his visit, organizing several cultural performances to make the occasion. The gathering reflected the strong bond between India and diaspora as people expressed their joy and pride in hosting the Prime Minister. The event showcased traditional music, dance, and other cultural highlights, symbolizing India's rich heritage and community's enthusiasm. Attendees conveyed their admiration for Modi's leadership and heightened the importance of his visit in strengthening ties between India and Oman. The celebrations created a festive atmosphere, underlining the unity and cultural vibrancy of Indians abroad, while reinforcing their connection to homeland through shared traditions and collective spirit.
पोढंता पीधो कसुंबी नोरंग
In a cabinet meeting chaired by Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel, Gujarat Agricultural Minister Jitubhai Waghani shared several key updates. He congratulated Mahi Bhatt, a government school student from Ahmedabad, for receiving an invitation from NASA, calling it a proud achievement. Waghani also spoke about measures being taken to prevent financial fraud in coordination with the Reserve Bank of India. He discussed preparations for the upcoming Vibrant Gujarat regional event in Saurashtra, emphasizing its importance for economic growth. Additionally, he outlined major support for farmers, including an 11,000 crore relief package after unseasonal rains, increased rabi showing, direct benefit transfer payments to lakhs of farmers, and government procurement of 100% through ensured farmer welfare.
गुजरात के खेडूत को आदरणीय अमित भाई के मार्गदर्शन में गुजरात के खेडूत को एक तरफ हम खरीदी कर रहे, एक तरफ उदारता से उसका पैकेज में भी मदद कर रहे। खेडूत हमारा कैसे, किसान कैसे खड़ा हो, इस तरह से राज्य की सरकार काम कर रही है। और कहीं राज्य, आपने अच्छी बात बताई है, मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, 33% से ऊपर गुजरात सरकार ने एक पंचरोज काम करके बहुत बड़ा निर्णय भूपेंद्र भाई ने लिया। 7 दिन 3 दिन में ये पंचरोज काम आप मान सकते हैं कि 16,500 गांव में हो सकता है। 16,500 गांव और 700 गांव हम ढूंढे जो मानसून का था। 17,000 गांव में इतनी मदद करना, अन्य राज्यों ने 26 से 75% नुकसान, मैं आपके माध्यम से बताना चाहता हूं, हमारे विरोध पक्ष से जो राज्य है 26 से 75, 75 से ज्यादा 100%, उसको हम इतना देंगे, इसको इतना देंगे। आज वहां उलझा हुआ केस आज भी है, चाहे कमौसमी हो, चाहे मानसून हो, चाहे साइक्लोन हो, क्योंकि ये टिकी होता है। गुजरात सरकार ने इसमें से बाहर निकल के स्टेट 33% से ज्यादा नुकसानी गिन के 17,000 गांवों में, करीबन करीबन बोल रहा हूं मैं, 16,500 तो है ही है कमौसमी, 17,000 से ज्यादा गांवों में स्टेट फ्लैट पैसे देना, ये निर्णय भारतीय जनता पार्टी की किसानों के से बनी हुई सरकार किसानों के प्रति एकदम प्रतिबद्धता के साथ खड़ी है, ये दिखाता है। मैं आपको बोलना चाहता हूं कि आप अन्य राज्यों से ले लो, कहीं 33 से ऊपर 100% गिना है, आगे वो आपको बताए। 26 से 75, 75 से 30, और उसकी पैकेज की मूल्य और हमारा पैकेज की मूल्य 11,000 करोड़, सब आप तुलना कर सकते हैं। मैं आपके ऊपर छोड़ता हूं, किसानों के ऊपर छोड़ता हूं। किसान आज खुशहाल है। कल भी मुख्यमंत्री को सब मिले थे, अलग अलग किसानों का संगठन मिले थे। पहली बार किसानों को राहत पैकेज में समयसर मिलना, एकदम त्वरित मिलना, ये निर्णय उसको हम खड़ा करने के लिए कर रहे हैं। मानते हैं कि उसको नुकसान हुआ है, लेकिन खड़ा करने के लिए राज्य की सरकार, खेडूत जानते हैं कि हमारे में पैसे भी मिले हैं, हम बेच भी रहे हैं, बाजार में भी बेच रहे हैं, सरकार भी खरीदी कर रहे हैं, ऐसा उदारता नहीं।
Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Dr. Mansukh Mandavia felicitated the Indian squash team after their historic triumph at the World Cup in Chennai. The mixed team consisting of Josh Chinnappa, Abhay Singh, Velavan Senthil Kumar and Anahat Singh secured India's maiden squash World Cup title by defeating the top seed Hong Kong 3-0 in the final. This victory improved India's performance upon the bronze medal in 2023 and placed the nation among the elite group of Australia, England and Egypt as the World Cup winners. Mandavia described the achievement as a proud moment for Indian sport, noting that India was consistently creating milestones, citing the recent Women's Cricket World Cup victory as another example of sporting excellence.
सेक्टर में आगे बढ़ रहा है। एक के बाद एक टूर्नामेंट और वर्ल्ड कप में विजेता होके देश का परचम इंटरनेशनल पोडियम पर लहरा रहा है। लास्ट में हमारी वुमेन क्रिकेट टीम ने भी वर्ल्ड कप विजेता होके देश का गौरव बढ़ाया। आज कोच की टीम को मैं अभिनंदन देना चाहूँगा कि आप लोगों ने भारत में आयोजित वर्ल्ड कप को जीता है। हमारी ही धरती पर, स्वयं की धरती पर सफलता पाना अपने आप को, स्वयं को गौरव भी दिलवाता है और देश का सम्मान भी बढ़ाता है। 12 कंट्री ने कोच वर्ल्ड कप में पार्टिसिपेशन करा। भारत की टीम एक भी मैच न हार के कंटिन्यूस विजय होती रही और देश को पहला कोच वर्ल्ड कप जिताने का बहुमान दिलवाने के लिए मैं सभी एथलीट और उनके कोच को मैं अभिनंदन करता हूँ। वैसे ही आने वाले दिनों में स्पोर्ट्स सेक्टर में जो बदलाव हो रहा है, बदलाव देश को इंटरनेशनल पोडियम पर सफलता दिलवाएगा। धन्यवाद।
As the Lok Sabha cleared the Shanti nuclear bill, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor expressed dissatisfaction with the government's approach. He remarked that the bill has been rushed through without adequately addressing serious concerns raised during the parliamentary debate. According to him, issues of liability, citizen protection, safety and public interest were not given proper consideration. Tharoor pointed out, although discussions were permitted, the government rarely incorporated feedback into the amendments. Instead, he said bills were passed during the ruling majority without undergoing detailed committee scrutiny. His comments highlighted worries about the legislative process and lacked the thorough examination, stressing that such practices undermine accountability and importance of the safeguarding the public welfare in crucial policy matters.
Well, I'm afraid it seems to be inevitable that the government never takes a bill back to rethink it or add some provision to strengthen it in light of what the parliamentary debate indicates. And I think if you listen to a large number of the opposition speeches, there were very serious concerns expressed about liability, about the rights of our Indian citizens who might one day be facing problems as a result of this. The government remains impervious. They come with a bill. They allow the debate to take place, which is a good thing, but they never seem to be affected by it in terms of actually amending those issues where clearly they have not given enough thought. And so the net result is bills pass with the brute majority of the ruling party, and that has happened every time on every issue for the last many, many years. I do believe that on some issues like this, it would have been in the national interest to have a more detailed discussion in the committees, or in at least one special committee on this, to get a detailed study, and then for the government to take some of these thoughts into consideration instead of rushing a bill through.
Right.
But this seems to be the government's style, and I'm afraid ultimately none of us wants anything to go wrong in our country's nuclear system. But if it ever does, I'm afraid some of the words that were spoken by us will come back to haunt the government.
And so we have two hostile neighbors. So how far it's prudent for us to pursue this nuclear policy, nuclear energy policy?
No, look, nuclear energy is one legitimate arrow in our quiver. It cannot be something we're over-dependent on. We have to pursue solar, we have to produce hydro, we have to look at wind, all sorts of means of trying to produce renewable, non-fossil fuel energy is important. Of that, nuclear is one. But passing a bill where you remove all the protections that have been thoughtfully embedded into the legislation in the past, that raises some real questions.
So the government is doing under pressure,
it is because the nuclear sector is going to be open for a private sector.
No, I'm not objecting to private participation per se.
Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla recently held a meeting with Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, where important matters concerning education and parliamentary coordination were emphasized. The rule of strengthening the education system, the quality of education, skill development and research infrastructure. Both leaders underlined the need for collaborative efforts between the Parliament and Education Ministry to address the challenges and promote reforms. The meeting reflected a shared commitment to advancing India's educational framework, ensuring that policies are aligned with national development goals and fostering innovation and inclusivity in the education sector for future generations. The Gujarat High Court delivered a landmark ruling by mandating court fees in Waqf property disputes, dismissing more than 150 petitions and sought exemptions. The judgment was described as a historic move to ensure quality before the law and reinforce uniform legal procedures across all institutions. Deputy Chief Minister Harsh Sanghvi welcomed the decision, noting that it removed long-standing anomalies in the judicial process. He emphasized that the ruling would strengthen transparency and uphold fairness, ensuring that all sections of society are treated consistently under the law. Sangvi highlighted that the verdict reflected the judiciary's commitment to balanced and accountable system, marking a significant step in promoting justice and uniformity in legal practices.
આજે ગુજરાત હાઈકોર્ટ દ્વારા સાચા અર્થમાં બધા જ લોકો એક સરખા, બધા જ સમાજો એક સરખા એ પ્રકારનો ઐતિહાસિક જે ચુકાદો આપવામાં આવ્યો છે, ખાસ કરીને સામાન્ય રીતે વકફની મિલકતો સિવાયના બધા જ ધર્મના કોઈ બી ટ્રિબ્યુનલ કેસીસ અગર કોર્ટમાં લડવાના હોય તો એની કોર્ટ ફી લેવામાં આવતી હતી, પરંતુ વકફ પ્રોપર્ટીને કોઈ બી પ્રકારની કોર્ટ ફી વસૂલવામાં નહીં આવતી હતી. આજે ગુજરાત હાઈકોર્ટે 150 જેટલા કેસોને, 150 જેટલી પ્રોપર્ટીઝને જે કોર્ટ ફીમાં વસૂલવા માટેનો નિર્ણય લેવામાં આવ્યો. આ ઐતિહાસિક ચુકાદો છે. સાચા અર્થમાં બધા જ ધર્મ અને બધા જ ધર્મને લાગતી જે કોઈ ટ્રિબ્યુનલ મેટરો હોય તેને એક સમાન ન્યાય આપવાનું કામ ગુજરાત હાઈકોર્ટ દ્વારા કરવામાં આવ્યું છે. એટલે કે હવે વકફની પ્રોપર્ટીને હાઈકોર્ટમાં ફ્રી રાઇડનો આજે રોક લગાડવામાં આવી છે. તમામ લોકો, તમામ ધર્મને એક સરખો ન્યાય આજે હાઈકોર્ટ દ્વારા ડિક્લેર કરવામાં આવ્યો છે. હાઈકોર્ટનો આ ઐતિહાસિક ચુકાદો છે અને હું જોઈ શકું છું કે તમામ લોકોને આ બાબતે એક સરખો ન્યાય આપવામાં આવ્યો છે. आज गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय द्वारा एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णय लिया गया है. खास तौर पे सभी धर्म की जो भी जमीन मिल्कत उसकी ट्रिब्यूनल कोर्ट केसेस के लिए जिस प्रकार से कांग्रेस द्वारा लाया गया ये वकफ में कई सालों तक केवल और केवल वोट की राजनीति के लिए लाया गया हो, इस प्रकार के वकफ के कानून में जो प्रावधान दिए गए थे, मंदिर एवं गुरुद्वारा एवं अन्य धर्म की कोई भी आस्था से जुड़ी हुई मिल्कत हो या फिर ट्रिब्यूनल केसेस हो, उसके लिए कोर्ट फी ली जाती थी. और खास तौर पे वकफ के जो केसेस है उसमें कोर्ट फी को माफी दी गई थी. आज गुजरात हाईकोर्ट ने 150 जितनी वकफ की जमीन और ट्रिब्यूनल आज गुजरात हाईकोर्ट द्वारा साचा अर्थमा બધા જ લોકો એક સરખા.
In Telangana politics, the issue of the alleged defection by MLAs has become a hot topic, and the Assembly Speaker has delivered a sensational verdict. The Speaker refused to impose disqualification on the 5 MLAs who had won the last Assembly elections on the BRS symbol but were accused of later joining the ruling Congress party. The Speaker clarified that there is no sufficient evidence to prove defection. As a result, MLAs Bandla Krishna Mohan Reddy, Erkapudi Gandhi, Gudem Mahipal Reddy, Tellam Venkat Rao, T. Prakash Gaut received major relief. The Speaker's office stated that these MLAs has not only met Chief Minister Ravindra Reddy for constituency development purposes. Although BRS leaders submitted videos and documentary evidence, the Speaker ruled that technical defection was not proven. This decision has sparked intense discussion in the state political circles. Chandrababu expressed concern that some departments in the state are not fully utilizing central funds. He directed that all unspent central allocations must be used by Jan 15th. During a review on centrally sponsored schemes and fund utilization, CM issued several key instructions to collectors. He questioned why only 38% of the funds under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban has been spent. He said that if 75% of May urban funds are utilized by January, the state could secure additional funds from centre. Education Minister Lokesh reported that out of 1,363 crores received under the Samagra Shiksha scheme, 1,259 crore has already been spent and the remaining will be used soon. The CM directed Minister Kolusu Pathasarathi to oversee May urban fund utilization. Chandrababu also suggested easing restrictions on all stalled housing projects affected by vigilance inquiries so that more spending can be done under May urban. He emphasized that proper use of central funds could bring in another 5,000 crore. He further set a target of spending 30,000 crore through centrally sponsored schemes this year.
38% అయింది, ఇంకా ఒక 37% చేస్తే 75% అవుతుంది, డ్రా చేయొచ్చు. ఎప్పటి లోపల అందరూ కూడా నాకు 75% 40 డేస్ నెక్స్ట్ మంత్కి. నేను అడిగేది ఏంటంటే 1,200 ప్లస్ 1,200 ఖర్చు పెట్టాలి మీరు.
అవును సార్,
ఇది ఖర్చు పెట్టి మళ్ళీ డ్రా చేయాలి.
అవును సార్,
మీరు ఆ పని మీదనే ఉండండి. కెన్ యూ కమిట్ ఆల్ కలెక్టర్స్ by 15th of January, you have to complete this money. Put a drive, special drive. And then by 3rd week, we will draw another 1,200 crores, second installment. Then we will complete within another money. ఈ డబ్బులు గారు మీరు స్పీడప్ చేస్తే కంటిన్యూషన్ ఉంటుంది ఆఫ్ స్పీడ్. Then if possible, we will draw some more money. Then we work it out accordingly. 38% అయింది, ఇంకా ఒక 37% చేస్తే.
Prime Minister Modi's visit to Ethiopia ended with a grand success. On the first trip to the country, he was accorded a rare honors and was presented with Ethiopia's highest award, the Great Honor Nishan of Ethiopia, by Ethiopian Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali. Prior to this, Modi has concluded his visit to Jordan and arrived in Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa, where he was warmly welcomed at airport by Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali. Both leaders held extensive bilateral discussions earlier in Oman, the capital of Jordan. Modi addressed a public event. He expressed confidence in the next 5 years the value of India-Jordan bilateral trade relations would reach $50 billion. Modi invited Jordanian trade organizations to participate in India's economic progress and benefit from it. Before closing the bulletin, let's watch the headlines once again. No proof of party defection. Speaker dismisses 5 MLA petitions. Surprise check for public complaints. Chandrababu Naidu to tour districts from January. President arrives in Hyderabad for winter break. Governor, ministers extend warm welcome. Modi receives Ethiopia's highest award. PM vows double trade with Jordan. Markets fall for third straight day. Silver futures record high. That's the end of the bulletin. Keep watching CVR News English.